Panthers almost pulled off the upset. I told you.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go. They weren't gonna go out like suckers, man. Like they're gonna go down fighting. It was a lot closer than both of us thought. I thought it would be like a 10-point game, but 2 points, man. And it came down to Joey Slide not being reliable.
Every single game, they asked this man to make history, and he's just like, I'm not up to it, guys. But no, credit to Carolina. It was a lot closer than it had any right to be, right? Like you said, 33-31. Teddy played great, but again, it came down to their defense can't stop anybody. The O-line, they need to improve there. Teddy got sacked a couple times, got hit 9 times. And Pat Mahomes is unstoppable.
Yeah, I think it had less to say about your defense not being able to stop anybody, and more so about just nobody being able to stop Mahomes in that offense. So,
well, yeah, but also you have to be able to get a couple stops at some point. But
they did at the end. Look, when it came down to it, they got the final stop to give the offense a chance, and they almost came through.
They forced exactly 1 punt in that game. They forced a fumble.
That mattered.
They forced a fumble right before halftime, and then on the last drive they forced a punt. So like you said, I mean, this has been our thing with defense in 2020, right?
Yeah.
It's you really can only expect 1 or 2 key stops. Yeah. And like you said, they did get that. Carolina had the ball with like about a minute left, maybe a little more than a minute left, and a chance to win. All they needed was a field goal. They had no timeouts, and I don't know if you want to call it bad decisions or maybe nobody was open. I haven't had a chance to see the all 22, but they checked down a couple times to Mike Davis, burned a lot of clock. Christian McCaffrey wasn't out there because he got hurt.
Yeah, they couldn't get out of bounds in any of those plays, man. That was frustrating to see. Like, and the checkdowns weren't like. I mean, like you didn't pick up any real yards on those, so you really wasted a lot of time with those plays.
Right. But on the other side, again, I mean, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce combined for 19 catches, 270 some yards, and a couple touchdowns. Like Kansas City didn't even attempt to run the ball in this game; they had no need.
No, there's too many weapons over there, man. It's just too many weapons. Like who do you stop?
Right, nobody. The answer is nobody. Even with McCaffrey back, they just didn't have enough, but
they were close.
Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, Christian McCaffrey. That's a great offense.
Yeah. It's
still just not as good as what they have in Kansas City, though.
I'll say this, though. Improving that O-line, and they're going to be right there.
Yeah.
Right there. That's like give Teddy a little bit more time to throw the ball. And
that's got to be the focus. In this offseason, it's got to be the O-line, particularly the interior O-line, and the secondary. They have to hit both of those groups hard. They're pretty good at tackle. I think Taylor Moden. They have to get him re-signed. There's just no question about that. They have to pay him. So whatever he's asking for, just get it done.
Yeah.
And on the other side, I think that Greg Little. I like what I've seen from Greg Little. They've been rotating guys a lot there without Okung, but I think they'll be okay with Little moving forward. So, like I said, they really need to focus on that interior line, and then you got to go get some corners.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll have to take a look at see who's out there this offseason and also in the draft. But there's a lot of room to grow, but you have some talent on the team already, especially on the offense. You get that interior O-line fixed, and you're going to be miles ahead of where you are right now. And then it's just a matter of just kind of filling in some holes on the defense.
Yeah.
The D-line's good.
Yeah, I was about to say they've put in a good amount of work on the D-line. You got Derek Brown, you got Brian Burns, you got Gross Matos.
Burns had a sack yesterday too.
Yeah. So that, I mean, you look good right there, right? They're going to have to replace Kawan Short, I think. I think he'll be out.
Yeah.
And to be honest, just don't even bother worrying about linebackers right now. I mean, you can go late in the draft and pick up linebackers or cheap in free agency.
Sure.
But you really have to focus on that back end. They're just not good enough right now.
Yeah. Well, the good news is like there's plenty of safeties you can go out there and get if you want to go a safety route. Although Jeremy Chin is, I think he's going to be your guy. He's going to be fine.
Well, but the question is he going to play safety? Like he started out, they had him playing linebacker almost exclusively. He's filling in at safety. Justin Burris has been out, so I think they want him at linebacker. Along with Shaq Thompson, which is fine. And like I said, you just got to focus on the back end of the defense moving forward.
Sure. But that was a well fought game. They almost pulled off the upset. Joey Sly let you down again.
These are the best kinds of games, though, because they're not really going to be competing for a championship. So to see them in games, really, fighting it out every week, but still getting the losses that'll keep you at the top of the draft.
Well, we said that in the pregame, right?
Ideal.
Yeah, we said that. We said that in the pregame video that these losses aren't, these are good losses if you want to call it a good loss, right? Yeah. Because it's showing that your team can compete with top end teams, and even though they're getting these losses, that's going to ensure that they're going to be able to draft high and get some quality players in the draft. So it's going to, you have an already competitive team and you'll be able to add some quality players to it in the offseason so you can come back even better next year.
Yeah. And next week they have Tampa Bay coming off of just a curb stomping from New Orleans.
I'm picking it right now. I told you guys, depending on how they play this week, I was going to give you a ray of hope. Okay. It's a big ray of hope. All right. I'm not even sure if I'm calling it an upset. I think the Panthers are just gonna take them out. Okay.
Tom Brady was out there. He got sacked 3 times. He threw 3 interceptions, barely over 200 yards. I saw at least one play he missed Mike Evans running by himself down the middle of the field. It was ugly. It was very ugly. I'm not sure that I would count on them playing that poorly 2 weeks in a row. So we'll see.
Well, they don't have to play that poorly. Just play half poorly. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna do our preview game and we're gonna give our scores. But I'm giving Panthers fans a heads up right now. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.